Welcome back for the next episode of the Sandyton build series. Today we are going to take a look at the Dyer's hut. The Dyer will craft dyes and dye wool for your colony. They also handle a couple of oddities, which is the red nether bricks and dark prismarine. You do have to teach the Dyer all the recipes except for red sand and green dye. Of course, green dye is made just from throwing cactus in a furnace, which is why you can see a furnace there, because that is one of our requirements for the hut. We must have one furnace, and that can come in at level 1, should be there in level 1, and that's all we need for the rest of the build. Other than that, the Dyer doesn't actually have any other requirements, but let's see. The one thing you need to be aware of, though, is that the Dyer will not make... that whole row of wool is off. The Dyer does not dye concrete. That is something that the concrete maker does when we get there. You may have noticed one thing. I had originally, when I started the shopping district mini-series, I put fake doors on the back of all the buildings. And then I had gone ahead and replaced them with regular doors, and now I've gone back because I thought about it and I decided that I want everybody in the colony to be running in and out the front of the store instead of choosing which one is going to be better or worse for them to go down, or just essentially all they'll do is choose the shortest path, not which one is better or worse. But we've got our storage. We've got our interior, we've got our showroom floor here, showing off some dyed wool blocks and showing off some dyes. Again, stuck with more or less the primary colors. That one I think is light gray. Yep. I should have put... No, I used yellow for the sign. Oh, that's right. And I took the sign back down. I had a sign here that had a piece of yellow dye in it, but it just... looked odd. It didn't look right. Since I figured you can see all the wool, you can see the dye from the front, I don't need to put a sign on it to identify what building it is. I did forget though that I could have put those signs on the back of the building like I was doing. I'll have to fix that again, but by the time the series is done, one of the last things we'll do is we will actually go through and basically do a passover of all the level 5 buildings to make sure that the design idea kind of remained consistent throughout. It's a lot of work and you can drift. So that'll be coming there at the end. But thanks for joining me today. Tomorrow we'll have 2 more videos. Oh, that's why the wool blocks are off. Because they're slabs and not panels. Panels can be placed directionally, slabs cannot. I've covered this before. I don't know if it's worth actually moving all of that. I'm probably the only one that notices, except for everybody else now that I've pointed it out too. Oh well. Anyways, tomorrow we'll be taking a look at the tavern and the Fletcher. The tavern's a pretty fun building, so we'll talk about that a little bit. We've got some other things to discuss because it has tags, but let's go ahead and get on out of here today, and I will be back tomorrow with 2 more videos. Thank you, and y'all have an awesome weekend.